is.
Yes, people, it's your one and only king. How you doing? Well, what can I say? We're back, episode 3, keeping the movement going. As I said, yeah, I know you watch. If you watch episode 2, and 1, thank you for the support. Been getting a lot of support out here, telling me, when's the next one coming? So here I am. As I said, where are we? Well, last time you seen me, yeah, I was venting still. I can't even lie. It's like I felt it all come out of me. I felt all the Tupac in me come out. I just felt the blackness arise. And I'm not gonna lie, people, like, since then, like when you get angry, the best thing to do is walk away and breathe. So that's exactly what I've done. And I ain't lying. You see, in this lockdown, I've probably done more studying now than I did at school.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
Because the things I've been learning, I never learnt them at school. So I've been taking it in now. As a grown man, I can take it in and understand it. And I'm not gonna lie, I understand why they don't teach black history at school. I really do. Because it's hurtful. To be honest with you, it's raw hurtful.
I feel that we learned about slavery wrong. We shouldn't have got taught slavery by our social studies teacher. We should have got taught slavery by a psychologist. That should have been in the mental health space.
Like, if you really start from slavery and work your way up to 2020, where there's still murder and there's still booing on the pitch and people still being called names, and let's not even get into it anymore. But we know what the problems are. But society now, I can feel a certain part of society are swaying. There's people listening. But the facts are the facts, and you can't ignore the truth no more. As I said, if they taught history in school and really told the truth, there'd be a lot of upset school kids, man. That's 18 certificate, that is. That's parental guidance. If you're really going to tell the truth. Because there's torture and murder and rape and all kind of despicable things, man. I even said to my dad the other day, like, black on black violence is bad for what we know in 2020 is. Man, them killing each other over stupidness. Can't know, by the time 90% of them look at themselves in their prison cells after the first 2 years, they're angry with themselves because, what is it? Because man was chatting crap. Man can't, man's looking at each other's gal, and you can't justify yourself sitting in prison if a man's tried to take a gal off you, or a man's looked at you bad and you've killed him. Like I said to our next big man the other day, like, there's cracks in our society, but big man like me and anybody of any moral high ground, we can fix this. That's simple. We can fix it if we wake up and start moving together, start communicating, and instead of just passing each other by, actually start conversating. And this is the reality, because there's a lot of men that think like me, white, black, and Asian, because I have them all as friends. So, as I'm saying to you, anyway, reflecting on all the things that we've been seeing and all of that anyway, I just thought I'd get that off my chest. Look, another shooting again.
Demonstrators taking to the streets in a show of anger after a man was fatally shot by police and setting fire to the fast food restaurant where it took place.
Police get called, pull him over, tell him to come out the line. He goes and parks up. Yeah, maybe he's had a drink or two. We know that's against the law.
Before we even get into what happened last night, the one thing that nobody can disagree with is that it shouldn't have happened.
So police have questioned him, then go to put him in handcuffs. There's a struggle. And he runs, he snatches one of the tasers, he runs. The man is no longer here. Now, as far as I know, a taser isn't a deadly weapon. But what they shot back at him with was a deadly weapon. So even if my man blew chase, say if he got off, they had his address on his driving license on them. So they would have got to his house, said, Rashard, listen, give us back our taser. You're going to get a few months, so you're going to get a fine. But he'd still be here. And that's the point. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Like, it's blatant, isn't it? Like, come on. Because I'm sure if that was Steve, and Steve was running down the road, they would have just met him at the house, locked him up, and moved on. But at least Steve would be here. So, at the end of the day, like I said, people, I was venting before, I was angry. But throughout history, if we don't talk and we don't sit down and we don't find a solution, hasn't enough people died in the world? Like, this street thing's minute to wars. Like I said, black on black violence is bad, but white on white violence is at a whole different level. If you count up all the people that have died over wars, civil wars, all of this, throughout history, millions have died in wars. Napoleon, Alexander the Great, the British Empire taking over, Genghis Khan. This is culture on culture, Europe on Europe. And as far as I know, Europe's white, so if Spain's fighting France and France is fighting England, that was white people fighting white people. And you give me the numbers and I'm telling you, no matter how many black people have killed each other in these streets over stupidness, our numbers don't compare. So at the end of the day, let's get to what we really need to do to solve this solution, which is sit down, take it. You people have to take acceptance for what you have done. And then maybe we could just move on and start working together, because all this divide is not going to work. We have to have unity in the whole world, never mind in the community. Right then, now, people, protesters. We seen the racists come out now, didn't we? Come on! Get this, get that. These men are out protecting statues, I think. Or did I see a man urinating on a statue, on a policeman statue? Did I see that? Or was, wait there. Or was my glasses not working? Let me check them, because when I've looked at the thing, the man's urinating on a policeman's statue. And these men are out to protect statues. So, not on top of that, they're chanting racist slurs. And this is football fans. But anyway, don't matter what they are, who they are, they're disgusting. Because their views are very clouded and ignorant. As I said, it's just one of them ones where if you're a racist, I like to think that me and you could just sit down at a table and we could explain. I'd like you to explain to me why you hate the colour of my skin so much. Even if I told you that my nan was white, it still wouldn't be accepting to you. Probably call me a mongrel or something like that because I'm mixed. But that can't hurt my feelings, because my people are being hurt way more worse than that. So for a little talk, I'm over it. I'm raw over it. But anyway, so as I'm saying to you, the protesting thing. Now we're seeing one of your racist brothers get knocked down. Now, us rioters, looters, thugs and animals, imagine one of us picked you up and saved you. I wonder if that man still got the same view, or he still thinks the same, because I know his life flashed in front of his eyes. He definitely seen stars. Cause if a man has to pick you up, that means your feet are gone. Right, bigging up Patrick Hutchinson, because you showed the right way to do it. Because what they're betraying, we ain't there. We ain't out for this. If you think about it, look how this rioting, this protesting thing, and whatever you want to call it, is going on for. No one, town's still in one piece. We're ready to talk, man. Come to the table and listen. It's time to conversate, but at the end of these conversations, something has to come from it. Not just, there you go. We need more, we need a chance, we need to build. We need to have access to economics that we're overdue. And I just want to big up my kids on that as well, man. Like, yo, you've kept daddy's feet grounded. So I just want to big up my kids for all of that, because I don't know where I would have been if I never put them first. I don't think I would be free, if I'm honest. But they gave me a purpose. They gave me a reason for living. And I just want them to be bosses now. I don't want them to have to labor and work for people all their life. Like, we all have to learn how to work and that, don't get me wrong. But there's got to be a goal. You can't be just teaching me just to work for another man. Like I said, there's houses to buy. Why don't we teach kids about mortgages in school and all of these kind of things? And I know they do it in private schools. But how about bringing it down to the lower levels, where our young people can start learning things that are going to actually make a difference for them? You never even know. They could want to be farmers. I ain't learned about nothing to do with agriculture at school. That's how we maintain the planet. Like I said, I've been doing some studying, man. You'll be surprised. Because man like me at school, boy, if you remember me from St. John Ward, I need say no more. You remember me, King, because I was always downstairs, outside the office. And I weren't a troublemaker. I was more the class clown. But not realizing how important education and where it would have actually got me. No, I actually didn't know how important it was. But you live and you learn. But one thing King was, he was a grafter. And Mum knew that. So when I left school, it weren't college for me, it was work. And I've been working ever since. So I've had my ups and my downs. I ain't saying I'm perfect. Who is? Who is perfect? Nobody. So at the end of the day, like I said, you realize your wrongs, you grow up and you get wiser. If you don't get wiser from growing, then you're stupid. It's plain and simple. All right then. Me have to say big up my brethren, you know. Well, I don't know him personally, but, you know, big up man like Rashford. Cause me a Man United fan anyway. On business if I don't come from Manchester, yeah? My granddad used to always say, have you ever been to the team? Have you been to Manchester? I have now, but back then I didn't. So he had no understanding because he was a Blue supporter. So he had no understanding why I was going up supporting this team. But I like good football.
You know what though? As a fan, what do you think about the health secretary? Got his name wrong. Calling him Daniel Rashford.
Because that's their ignorance. We all look the same, innit? Did you see the other girl in Hollyoak? She's quit. The black girl, she quit because they said that can they do their hair a different way because they can't tell the difference between them. So she's left. Because these little silly mistakes, they don't realize the little ripple effect it has on us. Because we are individuals. We are not all built the same. There's good and bad in every single culture. There is. There's good and bad in every culture. And we have to accept that. But it's down to us as a society to get the bad out and live good together. As I said, if those who have read the Bible, there's a place called heaven. And I said to a man the other day, if we've got the blueprint for heaven, why don't we build it down here? But that's just me thinking out loud. But back to Rashford anyway. Yes, Danny. I like the movie done on Barrister. Daniel, Marcus, I know your name, blood. You get what I'm saying? I know your name, Kai. Yeah, banger, blood. Keep up the good work. We need that league next season, though, still. We need it, man. Convince Pogba to stay. Yeah? But anyway. Blood, I'm saying, yeah, that's a move there because, yo, by the time everybody gets back to work, there's really people that ain't going to have that money. And we have to accept that we've been on lockdown and people are going to need help. So why make people struggle when we can help out? And as Tupac said, if they've got money for war, they can feed the poor. So let's keep it 100 out here. They've got the money. Let's help each other out, like I said. Let's build a proper society where we actually are looking out for each other. The ones that are stronger bring up the weak. It's just a simple fact. So, Rashford, big you up. Make sure you bang off at Tottenham, yeah? Love that move. For episode 4, and this could be a couple of episodes because, as I said, I've been doing my homework. And I'm going to break down the economics of history. But how I'm going to I heard a speech from a woman the other day. And the thing just inspired me because I'm at youth centre and I play Monopoly with the kids all the time. I put a £5 in the middle and say, whoever can bankrupt me gets this £5. That's how I play Monopoly. And I've been doing it for years. But I never looked at Monopoly how this woman was breaking it down. Never looked at it like that. So I'm going to do my version. I'm going to show you my version of the economics of history through Monopoly. I'm going to show you how it started from slavery and how it looks now. And I'm not just doing it black and white. I'm going to do it with all 5 continents and show you how this thing was built. Because, as I said, I've been watching, I've been learning, and this will be episode 4, 5. I don't know if it'll stretch into 6 because I don't want to long it out, but it's a long history. If you started from slavery, that's like 1900s really when the British Empire took over. So I'm going to show it from there. It was going on before that, way before that. We can go back to the 1500s with Portugal if you want to. Like I said, kings be knowledge, you know. I got facts. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to give you these facts. And I'm going to show you how we started this game with nothing. And only probably ended up with 2% out of 100. So, you tell me if life is fair by the time I finish explaining this game to you. But people, it's your one and only king. I am king. Yo, have a good day. Keep it peaceful. One love. Peace.
Filthy gears.